Good morning, everyone. Heartfelt thanks to everyone who have assembled here today. This is our first inaugural event, so we are super excited. So we'll start the proceedings with the industry overview. India will attain 100 years of independence in 2047, and I think the regulator is working with three-pronged approach: accessibility, availability, and affordability, to ensure that insurance is actually for all by the year 2047. As Amol was mentioning earlier, I also believe that the kind of innovation that has happened in the lending and the payment space, we haven't seen those sort of inventions, innovations in the insurance sector, so to say. And we believe that it is about time that insurance sector should see and witness an UPI moment. To drive this massive change, technology would play a very significant role. And we believe that working hand in hand with insurance manufacturers, InsurTech players such as Zopper or InsurTech intermediaries such as Zopper should be able to ease insurance distribution and should be able to drive that innovation cycle.
So before we talk about how the next quarter is looking like, let me take you to 1940s when India had become independent and the Insurance Act of 1938 was already in force. I was surprised to learn that at that time, India had more than 200 life insurance companies, which were constituted by Indian, non-Indian, and provincial organizations. So in 1956, the government constituted the Life Insurance Corporation, which consolidated all of these life insurance companies into one entity. In a similar move in the 1970s, the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act came into force, and the GIC was formed. And then the then existing 100+ insurance companies, general insurance companies, were amalgamated into 4 nationalized insurers, namely New India, National, United, and Oriental. The next couple of decades were more about stabilization and slow and steady growth, until the 1990s, when the country was going through economic reforms. And in 1993, a committee was formed to focus on insurance sector reforms. It was on the recommendation of this committee that in 2000, the IRDA was constituted. And after the IRDA's constitution, the real expansion of insurance in India happened. The private players who were not until then allowed to operate in Indian markets were allowed to operate with a provision for FDI up to 26% to begin with, which was later expanded to 49%. If you look at, in a sense, the insurance industry is actually only 20-25 years old in India, because it was only after privatization that the real growth happened in the country. The country saw healthy competition, creation of new relevant products, customer education, and today the Indian customer has enough choices to make when it comes to buying insurance. However, as we stand today in 2023, at the turn of the last quarter of the century, the narrative is changing. So far, if you see, all the initiatives have been on the insurance side. However, today our GDP per capita has crossed $2,000, which is an inflection point in the, as per experts. And we believe that it is a time when India's insurance penetration, which is often talked about number of 4.2%, can go to double or triple from here. And that is why today in most of the discussions, you will hear this term insurance penetration again and again, because that's the eventual benchmark of how much coverage does the country have. Also, the narrative is shifting towards distribution channels and how intermediaries, including insurtechs, are defining the way forward. And we believe that in the next 25 years, starting from this decade, the distributors and insurance ecosystem, the distributors and insurtech players will play a key role in how insurance is distributed in the country. There will be traditional channels and new age ecosystems, starting with public initiatives. The government is taking initiatives like PMJJY that were done by the government, which Amol also alluded to. Then we are all hearing about Bima Vahak and Bima Vistar, These initiatives will drive affordability in far-flung areas which are untapped so far. The direct and B2C channels will continue to grow because they will serve customers who are informed, who like to take their own decisions. There will be digital channels who will drive embedded insurance growth. These are DIY journeys that customers would do while buying a flight ticket on an OTA platform, while transacting on an e-commerce platform, or while dealing with a fintech platform. NBFCs, microfinance institutions, and housing finance institutions will leverage their access, will leverage their presence to cross-sell insurance products. Bancassurance will bank on the trust that banks have created with the customers. And individual agents and brokers will continue to be the backbone of the insurance industry. Let's now see how Zopper is impacting each of these ecosystems by the tech stack that we have built.
Thanks, Mayank. Across the value chain of insurance underwriting and distribution, what we have done is we have created very interesting technology platforms, which would not only help both the last mile distributors, but it also helps the insurance manufacturers. In underwriting, we offer digital pipes to onboard customers across multiple touchpoints, assisted, unassisted. What we have also seen that if we can integrate with core systems of ecosystem partners, the proposal form filling becomes much easier, and hence that obstacles that we create in the insurance journey reduces significantly. So what we have done is we have integrated very deeply with our partners, be it core banking system of banks, be it loan origination system of NBFCs or MFIs, CRM system, Active Directory, etc., etc. We have also created a policy administration system from the lens of an insurance distributor, not from the lens of an insurance manufacturer. This is the place where most of the policies today get stored, and this helps us to get various cuts of the data, basis which we can do a lot of interesting things. As we work across multiple industries, we have access to very important and significant data set. And we believe that using those data, insurance companies can underwrite better, and they can also create bespoke, localized micro-insurance products. The moment of truth happens when you are buying the insurance. I mean, of course, the moment of truth in insurance is claims, but while you are buying it, how frictionless is the journey? So what we have done is, we have integrated our API platform with 25 odd life and non-life insurance companies. And our business model is exactly that. We are not a direct-to-consumer company. We sit between insurance companies and ecosystem partners to basically streamline and in a frictionless manner distribute insurance. Our platform is modular enough that they can accommodate both partial journeys and end-to-end journeys. The two most important modules in the post-sales are renewals, lead management, and claims. As a client, you can actually use our homegrown LMS system, or we are happy to integrate with your LMS system, so to ensure that the lead flow is very, very streamlined. And in that LMS system, we have introduced various interesting triggers to ensure that the renewal mechanism, reaching out to the right set of people at the right time, happens very, very smoothly. In claims, in addition to the technology platform, what we also offer is a very close, hand-holding to most of our customers, so that the facilitation of claims happen very, very streamlined, in a very, very streamlined way. Analytics and reporting, these are two most important modules as far as the operation module of Zopper InsurTech stack is concerned. And I believe that being a technology company, these are the most important offerings that we can offer to the industry. What we have done is we have amalgamated propensity model and suitability metrics to basically offer the right set of products to the right set of customers. And we believe that is the first step towards ensuring that we are getting into the right mechanism of distributing insurance. It goes without saying that Zopper is leading the way as far as achieving the industry milestone is concerned. Insurance is all about trust, and by virtue of the fact that Zopper is the oldest InsurTech company in the country, being around for 12 plus years, it reinforces the fact that we should ideally be pioneering this initiative as far as InsurTech working closely with the insurance companies are concerned. We have robust and scalable API infrastructure. As I was mentioning earlier, we have API infrastructure with 25 odd life and non-life insurance companies. We serve more than 200 plus clients. These clients comprises large banks, NBFCs, microfinance institutions, large retail chains, OEMs, as well as digital partners. Through these partners, we have seen significant scale. And over the last 6 to 7 years, we have sourced more than 1 crore policies. And we believe that's a significant achievement as far as an InsurTech player is concerned. Since inception, we have raised almost $100 million in equity capital. And we boast of some of very august investors in our cap table. And with their blessings, we have ensured that we propel forward, working very closely with insurance companies to change the landscape of the industry.
Sure. So talking about today's event, first of all, thanks everyone for joining us. We are awaiting a lot of other folks to join us during the day. For a long time, we had been thinking about conceptualizing an event where we can have real-life case studies and stories from people who have actually incorporated technology and digitization in their insurance initiatives. And finally, this event is coming true. Today, you will hear real stories from changemakers who have taken the first step of incorporating technology and digitization in improving access and affordability and availability of insurance. Not only this, we will also try to define trends that will dominate the growth of insurance over the next 5 to 10 years. And that's why the name Next 10. We aim to dominate and predict the trends that will dominate the industry for next 10 years. Also, for those of you who are still on the edge and who are on the fence, this event may serve as a motivation to inspire you to be the change maker in your own organizations and take the first step towards the InsurTech journey. And finally, we have planned a lot of interesting activities and experiences throughout the day, in addition to the knowledge sessions. So we encourage you to stay throughout the day with us and have a great time. And don't forget to tag us on LinkedIn and Twitter, wherever you use our social media. So thanks once again, and have a great day. Thank you.